Clichés would often dictate that Turkish men come to Poland in pursuit of Polish women. However, today I met a woman who has left Poland in pursuit of a Turkish man. You are a lifestyle blogger/vlogger who resides in Turkey. How did you get there?
Well, it's been a while since I'm not living there. I went there like 3 years ago, and I've spent there like 2 years, and then I move out. So I can say that Turkey is a place you can fall in love with, but you always can hate it.
What personally attracted you to the country?
My boyfriend.
I see.
No, the reason why I moved there was that I met a Turkish man, and then I moved. I went to Turkey for holiday by myself for 1 week. And then through couchsurfing, I tried to find somebody who's going to show me the city. And so many men replied to my message that I stopped to read those messages after like 5th or 6th, because they were all the same, like you must come and we must drink and party. But there was one message which was different, and we've met in Turkey, but I was terrified because I was so full of prejudgments, and all the people were telling me like, be aware, don't meet with anyone there, it's a dangerous country, what are you doing? So for most of the time I was very stressed, and I thought that we will meet just for like a coffee, and then we say bye-bye, and I said, okay, we can meet in public place, 2 hours, okay. But it turns out that day that my boyfriend spent with me whole day. And to be honest, he doesn't know about that, but all the time I liked him, but at the same time I was scared of him and I was waiting when he's gonna go. But Turkish people love to spend time together, and they really spend a lot of time together. For example, if you're meeting someone, it's not like you're gonna meet for coffee. If you meet one day, you're gonna spend the rest of the day, and sometimes the other days. For example, if your friends are visiting you on Friday, they're staying till Sunday evening because they have to go to work next day. So that was huge difference for me, because I'm introvertic and I'm collecting energy when I'm alone. So spending so much time with other people all the time, every day, it's kind of hard, but it's very nice as well.
So you had a little bit of fear, but also fascination. What happened to make the fear dissipate?
He was extremely polite and very well behaved. He didn't do any move to make me feel uncomfortable. He didn't try to hit on me. I thought that we are just going to be friends, and I didn't have any other hopes for that, actually.
Did it take long for him to give you the signals that actually it should be more than a friendship?
Third meeting. He wrote me SMS after third meeting that he likes me. And then we said goodbye after my holiday, and then we kept contact through internet, and everything happened there. And next month I was in Turkey again.
Wow. Now when you left Poland for Turkey,
yeah.
How did your parents react to that news? That, Mom, I'm going to pursue romance in this country.
To be honest, they have no idea that I met my boyfriend. I mean, before I told them that there is someone, it was like 3 months. I lied why I go back to Turkey second time. I said that I met a girl and I love the city and she's my friend. I really didn't know what will happen from that, relationship. Maybe I didn't have reason to make them stressed. So I just, skipped that topic. And after I came back, he was going to visit me. And then I said to my parents that there will be someone who's going to visit me from Turkey. My father was terrified, really terrified. My mom, I guess for a long time, she didn't mention to her friends that I'm meeting Turkish guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're from small town.
I see. At what point were your parents comfortable enough to be able to share with the village that you have a boyfriend from another country?
What I always say, many people is asking me, I have so many messages from Polish girls who are meeting Turkish men. How did you explain to your parents, to your friends, that actually there's nothing to fear? And I'm always saying that there is no reason to, for example, be aggressive in your explanation, like rebel, style. You should calmly talk as much as they want. They're gonna have so many doubts, and my parents had so many doubts. We had so many conversations that I think they just got used to the idea. But when I said that I'm gonna move to Turkey, my father said that, oh my God, I thought that you are gonna go there, he will come here, and it's gonna be like, holiday love, and I don't have to tell you anything, but are you crazy? And then I moved, and I survived. I was happy, I was alive. I was Skyping with them, and they just got used to it. And also my mom visited me in Turkey. I made her come. I think that made it comfortable because she met his family, his parents, and also they visited his family as well. His mother came to Poland.
Fantastic. So this two group of people from different worlds united over love. Actually.
Yeah, but it was very funny when my mother came to Turkey because the father of my boyfriend doesn't speak English. So the conversation looked like that. And my mom doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
So my mom speaks to me in Polish. I'm translating to my boyfriend in English. He's explaining this to his father. And the other way. So we can moderate the conversation, actually.
What stereotypes about Turks are true? And which ones are just totally fictitious?
I have no idea about Turkey before I went to Turkey. I didn't know anything, so I tried not to have an image, but whatever you think, if you never have any contact, it's like these are Islamic people, like Muslim people. And if you don't know much about Islam, you're kind of scared. This is a normal thing that people are scared of unknown. Yeah, that they are conservative, that they are different, and those kind of things. And also, I've heard about men that they are trying to get the girl from Europe.
Yeah.
So that is main thing I heard.
Is that true though?
Yes and no. Well, I'm always also saying that many people is asking me, why is it working that way, that Polish girls or Slavic girls or European girls are often with Turks, but it doesn't work the other way. Like there is no men who are dating Turkish girls. And the answer is, I think it's simple, because Turkish girls are having very different and I would say bigger expectations from a man than Polish girls.
Okay.
They have really huge expectations, and Turkish men are ready to fulfill them. They are really ready. They are treating sometimes girls like princesses. And then you have the Polish girls who are expecting less, so it's kind of easy to get along with the Turkish men because they are giving you a lot of attention. They are giving you what the woman needs from the person she's in love with. And also for Turkish men, I guess it's easier also to be with a girl from Europe.
Interesting. How could you compare Turkish men and Polish men?
Okay, first thing comes to my mind is that Turkish men are very self-confident and very straightforward. I mean, not men only, all nation. Everybody are saying a lot of good words. They are saying big words like, I love you is a word you are saying to, I don't know, the lady, your colleague, because she did something nice to you. So they're very expressive, is that a good word? And I think that growing in that kind of environment makes you feel self-confident. Many people in Poland is shy, I would say. There's no shy Turks, I would say.
I have just actually returned from Turkey yesterday. I was there for the better part of a week, and as delicious and amazing as the food is, after like 2 days, I just almost can't handle it anymore. And I'm curious, what is your impression on the food, and how does it compare to Polish food?
The food in Turkey, it's not only food, it's a ritual, which you have a lot of things going around. And it's delicious. I guess it's my favorite cuisine, one of my favorite, because I also love Asian. They're very proud of their cuisine as well. For example, Polish people are very curious of other tastes, I think. Turkish people are not that curious. They have delicious food, and if something is Turkish or foreign, they would choose Turkish, I think.
In terms of personal safety in Turkey, can you describe how things are in the country?
I can only speak for myself. When I was living there, I didn't have any problems. I didn't have even one episode which was weird. But all the time I was with someone, and if I was coming back from work or some other place where I had to take public transport, my boyfriend was always there to pick me up with his car. And I, at the beginning, thought that he is kind of possessive, and I didn't know how to understand what he doing, and I was a little bit afraid. But I understood after a while that if a girl is alone, especially the one different than others, I can't hide. I'm tall, I'm blonde, I have green eyes. It is all obvious that I'm not from there. If there is someone who wants to make something bad to you, probably I'm the target. And so I didn't have the situations. But if somebody would ask me if I would recommend to girls to travel there alone, I would say no. The level of security, I wouldn't say that it's very high.
Tell me, what are your top 3 favorite Turkish foods?
Sütlaç. This is a rice pudding. Lamb. Any style of lamb. And pilav, which is rice, the way they cook rice.
What are your favorite Turkish sweets?
I really don't like Turkish sweets, to be honest, because they are super sweet.
They really are.
I know that Turkish people would like me to say it's baklava, that is the best in the world, but I don't like the connection between honey and nuts.
What is your favorite Turkish etiquette?
Drinking rakı all evening, all process of that, the songs, the talks, the conversations, the food in it, everything about drinking rakı. I really got used to the fact that you're spending so much time together, so also that thing, which is so much different than in Poland, and that the family treats you like you're their family, that you're getting so easily accepted and treated like, for example, parents of my boyfriend were treating me very fast as a daughter.
If someone would like to immigrate to Turkey, what does the bureaucratic process look like?
I really don't remember, because all the process I had with my boyfriend. And he did all the stuff for me, and he didn't want me to bother with that. Of course, I was assisting him because my signature you needed. But the best thing is that you can ask somebody from there for help, and they will be really happy to help you.
So is Turkey a place that you could imagine spending your entire life?
The reason why I left Turkey is because I don't. I can't say that about all Turkey, but for example, Istanbul is my favorite city in all over the world. And there is also a quote, somebody said that if someone would be able to look at the earth just once, it should be Istanbul. And I totally agree, it's amazing. But at the same time, it's a super difficult place to live because it's huge and crowded and dangerous. So it's not a place I would like to live. And I spend there amazing time. I really have amazing experiences, but we just decided with my boyfriend to move out from there because we couldn't stand that.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being on the program, and I'd like to invite everyone to subscribe to Kaja's YouTube channel. She makes really fantastic travel vlogs. There's a lot of content from her life in Turkey as well on the channel, so definitely subscribe to her channel, and when you're done with that, make sure you are also subscribed to Kult America, and I will see you next week.